What's the relationship with Bisping? I heard you guys had a training session.
Oh yeah. See that's one I'll always talk about because that taught my ass a lesson. Because we were in Thailand, right? And I know Bisping was he was getting ready for George St. Pierre.
Oh wow!
And so I'm like, yeah, let's mix it up, like get some sparring in, some training, and everything else. And we were hanging out the whole day before. He was drinking and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, we gonna work out the next day. And I always just thought, yeah, I'm always good for like 4 or 5, 5-minute round. I feel like, man, we started working out and I felt like I was underwater. My conditioning was horrible. And I felt so bad because, by round 2, I'm useless. I'm like, man, use me as a punching bag. I felt so bad. I could not get any air.
In Thailand?
Yeah. For some reason, I could not breathe. My conditioning was terrible. And I felt embarrassed. And he's like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, nah, man, like I am way better than this.
This doesn't represent me.
Yeah, so it's like, but my body couldn't do what my mind was telling it to.
Yeah.
And so that was something that where I'm like, I never would let myself be in that bad a condition again. Because one of the things was, once I was leaving Thailand, I was going to Dubai, and I was going to be training with Gokhan Saki, which he was a monster, and they call him the Turkish Tyson. And I'm like, I can't be in this condition with Gokhan. Should he want to go some hard ass rounds? So right after the Bisping thing, I started I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and run. I'm like, no, I can't have an excuse like this anymore.
How many miles would you run?
I'd run for time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of times it'd just be time. I'd run for a lot of times I would go 30 to 45 minutes at a certain heart rate. Then after that, sprints. So I'd go one direction for 30 or 45 minutes. Come back the other direction with wind sprints, separate, whatever I could do. So yeah, that's wow. Yeah.
Well, I trained with Bisping many rounds, and he don't stop.
He got a hell of a cardio.
Yeah, he don't matter. He's
crazy
drinking
on Bisping.
Huh?
Cardio's crazy on Bisping.
Bisping trains hard, man. He's one of the guys I always worry about overtraining. Like we was on the same team, and the coaches and stuff, they was always worried about me not training, and they always worried about him overtraining. So all the focus would be on me, thinking I didn't want to train, which is not true. I train hard when it's times of my fight. But Bisping, I had never seen anybody like him. Yeah. One time we was running in Big Bear. And we was basically racing because we all compete with each other. I'm the biggest guy there. I'm running with Bisping and my old wrestling coach Zach Light. He's a little bitty guy, but he can run. He's a wrestler. And when Bisping wanted to win, and he's coming past me grunting, like you could tell he was hating every step. And Big Bear. Yeah. And he came past me and he won. He beat Zach, and no one beats Zach because Zach is a good runner. He used to fight at probably like 40s, 45s. And Bisping, he was 85er? My God, the guy, that's when I got so much respect for Bisping when he came past me running, grunting like that.